Welcome to Mr. J's first ever movie spoiler vid. Normally, I don't do this sort of thing, but for those of you who've actually seen the film, it's got to be said. So here goes. Wow, this film was such a downer. It started with Thanos slaughtering a bunch of innocent people, and it ended with Thanos slaughtering a bunch of innocent people. The bad guy won. It was a complete... My stomach dropped out from under me. I mean, plus, he basically lets all his children die. He kills Gamora. The only one left, I think, is Nebula. His other three children die in combat. And he actually garnered a bit of sympathy for me. I mean, Thanos has to be the greatest Marvel villain ever now. He actually believes he's doing the universe a favor by killing half the population of every planet here. Or of every planet ever. And I do see where he's coming from. I mean, overpopulation is a serious problem. And if I've honestly said myself, there are 7 billion people on the planet, and that's 6 billion too many. But he actually goes there. He takes everyone out. At first, he just uses his armies, and he claims that the worlds he's depopulated are better for it. But honestly, I wanted to see it. We didn't technically see it. We just have to take his word for it. But I still can't believe he won. He got all the Infinity Stones. He did what he wanted to do. And the film ended with him looking happy and peaceful. Like he suddenly got his whole family back and then some. The bad guy should not look like that at the end of the movie. The bad guy should look like Ultron at the end of his movie. Good grief. It was so depressing. And story-wise, the movie was terrible. I have to admit that. The movie was terrible story-wise because the bad guy won and so many Marvel characters just died. They didn't even get to die in combat. They just flicked out of existence. Including Spider-Man, and it looked like his death kind of hurt a little. Like the Infinity Stones couldn't decide whether or not to take him out or leave him. Because other characters looked like they went semi-peaceful. And now it's up to apparently Captain Marvel and any other surviving Marvel character to maybe fix what happened. Although, unless Deadpool shows up with the Infinity Stone that alters continuity, I don't think we're getting our characters back. This is as shocking as when we lost Vulcan in the first Star Trek reboot movie. This had a streamlined finality that felt like it came right out of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. You know, the 50 million endings. It felt like those 50 million endings in one. Only in this time, the bad guy won, and it was so depressing. But, there is a but. On the plus side, the flow of the story, the character development, the action, the comedy, the drama, everything about this movie was superior to all the other films. So, in a way, it's both awesome and terrible. You know, in the fact that it's depressing, but it was so well done. Honestly, it felt like Watchmen, the director's cut. That movie had a depressing end, what with the death of Rorschach and um, the fact that millions of people around the world died because of Osmandius, whatever. And basically, Dr. Manhattan kept up the facade that Ozzy put in place. But like that movie, Avengers Infinity War was so well done, I have no choice but to give it top marks. This is a movie everyone has to see. It's practically mandatory. Even if you're not a Marvel Cinematic Universe fan, just the way this movie was done, it was like the classic Greek and Shakespearean tragedies that left you like you had a blade put through your gut, but was so well made, it couldn't not be seen. It couldn't not be acknowledged. So, spoilers over. Time to see what the remaining Marvel Cinematic Universe has in store for us. Come on, Captain Marvel, Ant-Man, and all the others. Show us what you got.